With this simple strategy, I was able to go from $32 to $500 within 2 days, not 48 hours entirely, but within 2 days. So this is a simple strategy that most of you might have seen on my channel already, but I've tweaked it a little bit and added a little explanation and stuff to help you trade better. As you can see, I'm using the strategy here. Oh, sorry. As you can see, I'm using the strategy here, and you can see. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, if you are new to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, and to my existing subscribers, thank you very much for still subscribing to this channel, and hit the like button if this video helped, which I'm sure it is going to help. So let's get right into it, shall we? So this strategy is the piston strategy. If you want to watch the previous strategy, which still works perfectly and works fine, you can check the description below. I'll drop the link to the former strategy, and we'll be using the same indicators we use for this piston strategy, but there'll be a little difference. There's going to be a little difference. So first, let me add our first indicator, which is the moving average. Moving average. So this is the moving average. When setting a moving average, you need to set your period to 10, set everything as it is right here. Your period to 10, shift to 0, method simple, apply to close, style 2 pixel, and whichever color you want. I choose red because I'm using the dark mode and I love it like that. The red makes it visible, and your levels don't add any level. Then click done. So that is our moving average. Next, let's add the Ichimoku. As you know, we also use this in the previous piston strategy. This is the Ichimoku Kyayu. This is also the piston strategy, but updated. So let's click that, and as you can see, you set yours also the same way. The Tenkan-sen 9, Kinji-sen 26, Senkan span 52. You can feel it, but I'll advise you not to. And set your Tenkan-sen colors to whichever color you wish, but the up combo, down combo, and shake and span, these three right here, set them to the color of your screen. If you're also using dark mode, set them to black. If you're using the light mode, set to white. So click done. So as you can see, we have added our moving average and Ichimoku. So next we have to add our MACD, right? But no, we're not using the MACD in this updated version. We used the MACD previously, MACD and RSI in the former version, but right now we are going to be using the stochastic oscillator. This indicator has been very, very helpful in finding entries and exits. So let's use it. Stochastic oscillator. You can also set yours this way, and the colors as you wish also. The K period as 5, D period as 3, stone period as 3. Actually, you wouldn't need to change it except the colors if you want to, because this is the default. This is the default setting. So let's click done, and here we have it. So there we have it. Our indicators have been set. So sorry. Alright. So as you know, in the most of you that have watched the listing video and the former video, and you know how listing strategy work, you know we place our trades immediately after the moving average and the blue Ichimoku line touches each other. So that is our entry when it forms this triangle. That is our entry. Then you will take about 5 to 10 candlesticks as profit, right? So it's almost the same thing, but here we don't have to wait for it to touch. We just have to wait for our Ichimoku and moving average to touch each other here, then bend a little bit. Once they bend a little bit, the blue Ichimoku line should cross this way. So taking the trade once they bend a little bit that way, taking a trade once they bend a little bit that way, up to the place where the Ichimoku and the moving average touches each other to form that entry triangle in the former strategy. That is where we take our trade. But as you can see right here, they've touched each other, but I'm still taking the trade, right? Yes, that's because of I am not using the M1 time frame to place my trades anymore. I am now using the M5 time frame and the M15 time frame. I also use I say 30 minutes to 4 hour time frame. depending on the trade I want to take. So I don't really scalp 5 to 10 candles like before. I don't really scalp 5 to 10 candles in the boom and crash market, and I'll scalp 10 to 15 to 30 candles. As you can see here, this trade has been on for probably an hour plus. So you can see it's no longer the 5 to 7 candles still profit and go. So as I explained earlier, in the 1 minute time frame, you can see our Ichimoku and moving average have crossed and they've become one, and they've crossed like facing downwards right here. So what I'm waiting for now is for them to come over here and touch my blue Ichimoku line. Then that is my exit point. Then depending on the time frame, if it forms here, I can also wait here till it keeps going until this thing fully forms in the 10-15 time frame. But that is not the only way to find entries. I also find my entry using my stochastic oscillator right here. So the stochastic oscillator, if most of you that have used use moving averages, 2 moving averages, maybe 20 and 50, 10 and 20, 50 and 200, and the like, you should know that when the moving average crosses each other, it means there's going to be a reversal in direction. So if the market is currently going up as an uptrend, and the moving average crosses, you should know that next is going to be a downtrend. Then if they do cross again, it is going to be an uptrend. So that is the same thing with the stochastic oscillator right here. So let's use this as an example. So as you can see right here, our stochastic oscillator, the stochastic oscillator cross each other right here, and as they cross each other, you can see the bearish movement started. So if they cross each other again, there's going to be a spike. There's going to be a spike that will lead to an upward movement. For example, this place right here, you can see the spike, and you can see this stochastic oscillator crossing here, and you can see the spike it's caused. It's brought about this spike. Then when it crossed here also, it started moving downward. So that's another way I find my entry. Using the stochastic oscillator. As you can see right here also in the M5 time frame, our stochastic cross right here, giving us this bearish movement. So that's basically it. Nothing much, nothing less. The updated string strategy. Yeah. Okay. And I don't actually rely on the indicators to take my trade. I know taking this trade right now, I'm safe that okay, a spike can't come around to claim me. As you can see, even in the 30 minutes time frame, you can see our stochastic is about to cross. It might not cross. If a spike comes, it is going to they are going to free each other and then keep moving up. But if it does cross, that's another confirmation that a sell is going to happen on a higher time frame. And if a sell happens on a higher time frame, you should know that the profit, the entry on a lower time frame is confirmed, and you can enter the trade and take profit at a great level. So I don't rely entirely on the indicators. I also use price action, market structure, market pattern, and the likes to take my trade. Yes, some might ask, do they really work in the boom and crash market? It actually does. There are sometimes you'll find an M pattern, and once you take the trade as a buy, you end up in profit. And I said sometimes, most of the times, every time, the inverse head and shoulder pattern, find an entry, take the trade, end up in profit. So yes, price action, market structure, market pattern, whatever, they do work in the crash and boom market. There was a trade I took yesterday, I can't really remember the pair, but it was a rising wedge pattern that was forming. So when I noticed the rising wedge pattern, I took the trade, my sell position, and I was in profit. So I don't really rely entirely on indicators. But for those of you that do not have the basic knowledge of forex, using this indicator is yes, it's very, very possible to use to grow an account. I have someone who used the same indicators to grow a $10 account to $100, in a day in the same afternoon. So this indicator and this strategy actually works really fine, the blistering strategy. So yes, if you really enjoyed this video, please kindly drop a like and subscribe. And to those who want to watch the previous blistering strategy, the previous video on the blistering strategy, beasting, what am I saying string? Anyways, the beasting strategy, I'll leave a description I'll leave a link in the description below. Sorry, don't mind me, this video was not really prepared for, I just had to make it due to the demand. So I'll leave a link in the description below, and if you have any questions, can you ask them in the comment section. I'll make sure I attend to all of your questions, no matter when you see this video, even if it's a year from now. If I can answer your questions, I'll make sure I answer your questions. So thank you very much, and stay tuned, more videos are going to come for sure. Peace out.